Hey guys, Ken Flogger here with 6.2 Assignment, the training video for HRM 6210. A little background on me. Been at Cleary for 5 years now, graduated last year in May with my bachelor's in sports management, and now I'm taking the human resource management master's program. In this video, we're going to be talking about two different training processes, the conflict resolving and the hiring and firing process. With these two training sessions, I hope you guys just learn a little bit about why it's so key to learn these two processes and how they go into a business and make businesses succeed throughout the time. So with the first one we're going to be talking about is going to be hiring and firing process. With these two, I think they're one of the most key things in a human resource management department. The reason why is with hiring, you're bringing in people that you want to be at your company. You want them to have a good time. You're finding the right people to click inside your business. And if you don't find the right people, then you're not having a successful business, to my opinion, because you want people that want to be there, who click with others, who bring new ideas and everything like that. So during this training video, we're going to be talking a little bit about what you can look for in hiring and what you can do within the firing process. So first, we're gonna get into like I said, it's very key for HR department to listen to this and ask questions of what kind of people do the business want in the company. So let's talk about the hiring process. I wrote some key points down right here, and let's talk about the key points. In the hiring process, you want to know who or what kind of people the business wants. So when you first come into the business, the HR department, you kind of want to ask, oh, what kind of people are we looking for? Are we looking for hard workers? Are we looking for new ideas? It depends on what position we're trying to fill for everything. Like marketing, you want more creative ideas. For the inside the warehouse and all that stuff, we're looking for hard people who are looking to increase in their job inside the business, like increase and move up inside the business and everything like that. And there's hard workers and people that are just upbeat, and most people with upbeat, you want to just always do that. So for me, with this business that I wanted just tail it into, because I don't work for a business, I'm just here. So with me, when I'm looking for people in the hiring process, I'm telling the HR people I'm looking for hardworking people, people who have made experience or could bring experience into the new position that they're going into. A person who thinks outside the box, so very creative and all that stuff. An upbeat person who brings positivity every single day and just brings people up, not one of those people that are always just down. Like, I get it, some people, you have your days and all that stuff, but you want people that are just upbeat all this every day, like just bringing good attitude to other people and themselves. And with all those 4 points, you might not get a person with all 4 of those points, but when you're doing the hiring process, when you're interviewing or you're looking through a resume, you could find those key points in that by just reading body language. Body language is a big thing to read. So when you're asking questions like that, we could ask, oh, I see this person's upbeat, always giving me a smile. You can read the resume, see what kind of experience they bring, how they tail it in. Because also with a resume, they might not have experience inside the business, but they might bring a different thing outside the box and bring it to the business. So that's kind of thinking outside the box with also bringing experience, tailing something else into the process. Hardworking is kind of hard to tell in the hiring process. So with hiring, with the hardworking, you just basically you're looking for what's the word? You're looking for resources to either call old jobs and see what they have and all that stuff. So with the hiring process, it's kind of hard to find. You ain't gonna find a person that has all 4 of them, like I said earlier. But you just want to try to find the person that might click inside that department that you have. For marketing, you're looking for creative, outside the box, upbeat, hardworking, and just having new ideas is the biggest thing in marketing. For in the warehouse and all that stuff, you're looking for people that are hardworking, who are gonna have experience every single day and inside and out, and get you to going where you want to be for successful. And then with the firing process, we're going to move on to firing. We'll tear them both back in at the end. With the firing process, you're going to want to, there's a couple different ways you can look at this. And it kind of goes with the conflicts resolving and all that stuff. But you always want to have reasons to fire. You can't just have no reason. You can't have no reason. So with the reasoning, you want to talk to people. You want to see why we should fire. Is he not coming every day? Is he not getting the job done? Is he causing issues? So with that, you want to give warnings, or you want to just give warnings most of the time. But with firing, you have to sit them down. You have to talk to the managers. You have to talk to other coworkers, and you have to be the person to decide whether this person's fitting in or not fitting in. For me, I want to sit down and think about this for a while. I want to hear other people's opinions inside what they think I should do. Should I do more training with them because they're not focused on working, or are they not getting the job done, or are they just being lazy? Like, all this stuff can be resolved by talking, but if you talk and they're not listening, or if you just think you gave them too many chances, then the firing process comes through. And with the firing process, you sit them down, you give them, like for me, I don't think you should ever just fire somebody and then just leave it by that. If you're going to fire somebody, you want to give them a reason and like help them for their future. Future is for me like big things, because you could impact somebody's life by telling them what they could change for their next job, just because you want to be nice about it and you don't want to be rude. So giving them that reason and telling them what they could fix for the next job could make them open their eyes and help them become better for the future and help another business out. And you always want to do that as an HR person. You always want to help people. You always want to be a better person and find the right thing for everybody. Now with the hiring and firing process, that's one of the key things, because like I said earlier, that's how you start the business. That's how you get the workers for you. And that's like one of my top 3, besides like conflict resolving. That's up there too, is one of my top 3s. So next we're going to talk about the conflict resolving. And the reason why I think conflict resolving is very big to me is you don't want issues inside business, but you're going to have issues. And knowing how to solve and make everything better is very key. And some people don't know how to do it, and some people do. And so when you handle it, you have to handle it the right way so everybody's happy. So no one's more mad, so the issue keeps going on and on. Because some people may say that you're taking the one side, and the other person may say you're not listening to me and all this stuff. So some key points that I brought up on my little list is when you're resolving, and when you're a manager or just anybody trying to resolve an issue, but mostly as a manager, this is key for managers. You have to listen to both sides. You have to hear everything out. You want to know every single point that you can listen to. After hearing every single point, you want to move on and say, all right, I'm gonna take all you guys' points, I'm gonna listen to it, and I'm gonna sit on it for 24 hours. I'm gonna think about this. And after thinking about it, you could come back and say, all right, I have the conflict resolving thing that we're gonna work on. Or you could be like, well, I see both sides. Maybe I need to bring somebody else in and get a viewpoint of there on the outside, because maybe a manager is a little biased. So bringing either a higher up or even another manager and see how they resolve is a key thing. Like, communication is a very big thing inside business. So either bringing an outside source would be very key, or you just know what you want to do after 24 hours. And say this conflict still resolved if you can't come back after 24 hours, or you bring an outside source of a manager. You bring this conflict keeps going on and on. Maybe you have to bring up a higher up, like an HR person, or even like one of the high bosses, and say, look, this is happening inside the business, and I just want to get your opinion. I want to hear what you have to say. How should we resolve this? How should we move on with it? And that's how those two are like the final things that are going to be like, this is what's happening, this is how it's going, this is how I want my business. And if it doesn't get resolved by that either, then HR will have to take it into the process of taking the firing process, and either having to resolve it by that and say, listen, this is it. Like, you can either take it as this or you can go as that. So an example of this conflict resolving is two people having an argument about how something should get done. One person says, no, it goes this way, and no, one person says it goes that way. And having those two issues, like, you have both sides, and they think that they're both right. So as a manager, you step in and say, all right, you tell me what you think, and I'll let you know how I think about this and how I want it to be run. And maybe the manager opens up its eyes and listens. Maybe one person says, oh, I think it's this way, and the manager agrees, but then here's the other side, and he opens his eyes and says, oh, it could be done like this. Like, it's a great way to do it. So that's another key thing in, like, resolving. It can better end the company and make something, even improve on something. So with conflict resolution and resolving, and it's very key to know how to do it. Like I said, if you don't know how to do it, it's very key to listen to those points that I brought up, and listening to people, taking the time to think, bring other people in, other opinions, and just everything about that. So basically with those 2 points, I'm through with that, and just an overview of this video and what I thought and what I think about everything. The 2 points that I brought up I thought were very key inside of business, and if people don't know how to do this, it could affect, because with the hiring and firing process, they may make mistakes sometimes. Some people may make a mistake on hiring somebody, and some people may make a mistake on firing somebody. That could have been a key person that, oh, we made a mistake, we should have never fired him, or we should have never hired him. But that's why training in these videos and seeing how to move on and make yourself better and aware of everything will help you benefit into the business and into yourself as a career. And basically by that's all I have to say, and hope you guys have a good day. I thought this video would help you guys, and I really enjoyed making this video.